will do.
Ooh, what you getting ready to do?
Something that you can relate to.
Oh, really? That's my interest.
New boots.
Yeah, I can relate to that all right.
We have, a company sent me these.
Yeah, we showed those in the previous video.
Like those things there on the Kubotas, the ball joint boots and the tie rod boots, they're like the garbage bags, they're biodegradable.
Are they?
Yeah. Like, you can take one of them and put it in your living room with no sun, have the heat on all the time, and they will still rot out.
Wow. That bad.
I mean, there's nothing more cared for than this.
I know.
Look.
Never
Look.
left outside or anything.
Look. Just getting a crack in them there now, huh?
Look.
Yeah, the other ones are still pretty good. On the other side over there, you can start to see the cracking and the crazing.
Really?
Yeah. See the cracks? So that's the start of it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pull it off and, oh God, do I ever hate them clips. Oh, we won't even show me trying to put them on because it's a family channel.
That's right. I remember a job when you did them for a customer.
Oh my gosh.
Right? It's beyond brutal.
And people are using, on some of them, they're using electrical ties, straps.
Oh yeah?
Garbage.
No good.
No good. No good. No, Kubota got it right using those, although they're not very user friendly to put on.
Well, maybe that was the idea.
Yeah, sure.
If they're user friendly, you can't buy more.
So I'm going to pull that off there now. We'll give them. There's a cotter pin there that got to come out
Right.
and under the nut here.
Okay.
So then a lot of fellas will smack them with a hammer, and you can smack them with a hammer and get the ball joint to pop up, not the ball joint, tie rod in to pop up. But I'm going to use a puller to do it. So
Okay.
we get a 17 millimeter socket. They're not usually on very tight. Just watch, I'm going to use 3 fingers. Well, terrible, huh?
Yeah.
I guess it don't come loose, so it don't much matter, do it? So what I usually do is I usually leave the nut on. And then I put the puller right there like that. See? See that? Now, this is where I'll let her go from there. Now I gotta go get a wrench for that. Okay, right here, I'm gonna put a pair of vice grips on the inner tie rod end, not on the shaft for the steering cylinder, okay?
Okay, that's the important point.
You see that, guys? Not on the steering shaft. Are you listening? Okay, cool.
Are you okay?
Okay. Okay, now, while that's on there, we're going to reach in here and we're
Yep.
going to unscrew this. Are you with me so far? So the right thing to do here is just take your time, because that's turn on the inner tie rod end. Okay. It will come. Believe me, it will eventually come off. By the way, I'm using 1 1/16 for here. It seems to fit perfectly.
It's working.
Yeah, because what it is, see, is there's really not enough movement on this here, enough swivel.
Okay.
Well, I could be telling you a lie. I'm telling you a lie. I just didn't, I didn't try very, well, to tell you the truth, there's been so many people.
I know. Guys just left.
Well, we just had this guy, I gotta tell him this. We just had this guy and he told me about a certain guy that got kicked by a cow. And he's not in good shape. So,
It's not nice.
I'm not gonna say anything else. But anyway, there it is, folks. That's what it looks like. Now, turn off my light so we can save that. Yeah. See, the boots are still half decent.
Mm-hmm.
But you know how it is. I had a spare hour and oh look, see?
Oh yeah.
Look.
Mm-hmm.
Look. Newfoundlanders, they don't say look. They just look. Yeah. I don't call it a whole slaw. We call it a coleslaw.
That's right.
All right. Yeah, so that's what we're going to attempt to do now. So we're going to just loosen this up. Well, I'll come back and I'll show you.
Okay.
So we have a 22. I'll put it in here so people can see it a bit easier. We have a 22. I'll just see. I got to put in there. I don't need the. Okay. So we're going to unscrew this. Then we're going to measure. Measure. We're going to measure, and this is how I measure.
Why do you need to measure?
Because it got to go back exactly the way it was, or you need to do the alignment.
Well, I don't like that.
No. See? So as long as that lines up again, we're good to go. Let's see.
Yeah.
Now we gotta go after the clips. I don't like the clips.
No.
Oh my gosh, do I ever hate those clips.
Yeah, that's pretty rough invention, those
Oh,
clips.
they are, I'm telling you. Yeah, they're terrible.
Yeah.
They're just, and not only that, they're nasty.
I mean, if they go flying somewhere, you may never even see it again.
No. You might, and it hit you in the eye, you might never see again.
You know?
So, they're not much trouble to get off. It's getting the buggers on. And that's basically how you got to put them on. And I'm not going to show you me putting them on.
This is a family channel.
Yeah, because I'm going to tell you something. A feller can lose his religion real quick at this.
Yeah, we better come back when it's off.
Yeah. Just think about it. It's trouble taking it off. You hit the stop button too quick.
Well, I thought we were about to get anxious.
Oh, and now you're a director, not videographer. You're director now.
Well, I'm doing it all.
You're
I'm
a
doing it.
director. A director.
Yeah, so getting it off is not easy either.
No.
Ooh, dirty.
Oh, dirty. Yeah, no good for you.
No.
You want nothing to do with that.
Your boots are dirty.
Yeah.
One thing about my boots, they're not dirty.
No, that's a fact. No,
What?
no, that's a fact. You're not
Right,
telling no
keeping your
lies.
boots clean.
You can put this one on first. See, he goes on the other one first. So we got to see now how close these other boots that were supplied to us are compared to. Where are they?
I don't know, but we got disrupted, so I don't know where you moved
Oh,
them.
they're over here. Yeah. Yeah, these apparently are urethane. They're from Italy. They are. Yeah, they look good.
Yeah.
They're at least twice as thick. They say they have 3 times the elasticity. Wow, that's a big word.
Yeah.
Has them. They're UV rated. They will never crack due to the sun. And they remain flexible in cold weather.
Wow.
So, you know, it's got everything going for it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
It sure does.
but I don't know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them on, and they'll be used this summer. And then at the end of the summer, we could start selling them. That's the deal we have with the company. We'll be selling kits. I would like to come up with a easier system than that for putting them on. So here we go, you know, like here it starts. So
It's a good place to take a pause.
take a hike. No, no. I mean, you know, you'll get it on, but you got to. I gotta get a screwdriver. But basically, you got to take it and squeeze this in. You got to use a screwdriver without trying to puncture the boot too. Well, the boot is pretty thick, so I think we'll do okay there. Well, we'll be back shortly. Basically, what I did takes a little bit of patience. You don't want to be doing it when it's cold. You want to be doing it a bit warm, and you just put your ring out over, and you just poke it in. The boot. One thing about it, the boot is thick enough that you're not going to hurt it with a screwdriver. I wouldn't use a pointy one, but you will get it in there with some struggles. You know, but it works, right?
Exactly.
So we'll go on now and see about this. While you got it off, if it's dirty, you can put a little bit more grease in it, and that'll make it nice. And we'll clean up this stupid ring here, and we can carry on. So we'll be back. So this is what you're into with this. These bloody things. You got to try to walk it on, right?
Yeah.
Of course, what's working against you now is the fact that this turns too, right?
Oh yeah, it's true.
But you can use these pair of side cutters. See how I'm walking it on?
Yeah.
Probably the easiest one I've ever done.
Maybe it was good luck to have someone watching.
Under pressure. Work better
Yeah.
under pressure.
Yeah, that's right.
And also, folks, when you're going to clean them up with a yellow rag.
Color coordinating rag.
Well, I mean, you got to be in style.
Well, if your boot is any other color, I guess you match it.
Yeah, so. Now, people will say, why did you use the yellow boot? Because there's really no difference in them. It's because a lot of people said, Paul, I used the yellow boot in a previous video.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah, that's
see,
already been talked about.
This is why that you need the flexibility. See how much they...
Oh, yeah.
And this is why you need that clip instead of an electric tie wrap.
Some people put a tie wrap on it.
Oh, yeah.
Who said?
And it don't work. My opinion, it don't work. So, now, we have to go after this one. So we'll get at this one now and see if we can pull this one off. Hopefully. Just gotta find the end of it.
Have you ever seen one of those clips break?
No. I've seen them, if I could see them stretch where they were pretty well unusable again. Okay. And of course, now we're into
Yeah, that again.
that again, right? That again, that again, that again. So it's a good time to clean out the little cavity there. And you can check them and see if there's any play in them. If there's any play in them, especially with this, and I should have showed you before, but with these things, if they're limp, if they flop around, they're done. If you take them by this hand, and you can feel play in them that way, they're done. Don't bother to put a boot on them. And the same thing applies with this. These are just like new, as I would expect. There's 160 hours on this tractor. So, but don't be fooled. Like it's clean all the time, but don't be fooled. It's worked, hasn't it?
That's right. I had it.
I mean, I can remember times where I couldn't even tell what color it was.
Yeah, true.
So, rather than tie up a lot of time with the video because people don't watch it all. I'm going to start it off here. Now in some cases, what you can do is put it on. Once you get it going, you can ask your vice grip here to hold it down, but I got to get more of it in. You almost need like 4 fingers in one place. So.
That's right.
And even if I'm here like this, you're not going to see. You're not going to benefit from what I'm going to try to do
No,
with it. So
right. You can't see it.
no. So we'll go ahead and do this, and I'll be back. So it is doable, but once you tuck that spring in under, and once you get that clip like that, then you can keep going, right?
Yeah.
And that's the only way that I could do it because there's just not enough real estate there for enough fingers,
No, it's not.
and that's basically what it is, right? I'm just going to use a bit of common all-purpose grease in around here, and I don't know if the grease really gets in there. I think the grease is probably there to keep the moisture out more so than anything else. Now that's how I see it anyway. People were saying in the last video about my showing them the little trick with the deadbolt there and how to put a bit of stuff on the end of it. I used anti-seize. Somebody said lipstick and stuff. Yeah, I used what was readily available.
Exactly.
I mean, anything could do. You know,
Right.
you can a booger would do.
That's right. Whatever you have available.
Whatever you have available, use.
Booger, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. So this one here is a little bit loose, but we'll get them on there with this. Same thing. No point in wasting all that time like that. We'll come back when we get this done. I tell you, I'm getting better at them.
You sure are. That was pretty quick.
Now this boot is going to be a little tiny bit loose going down over the ball joint. But he was perfect for that. So, and it's the same boot number, I think, for both parts. But once you get that big spring on there, you don't have a problem with it. So, and the spring, you start it off on the bottom, and you just root it around with this, like you just saw in the other few minutes ago. So, yeah, you got to keep your boots clean.
Well, I told you, I don't get my boots dirty. I know, you think I don't use them.
So remember our adjustment?
Yep.
Okay, now it's time to get back at that. So look, see?
Exactly.
It's very simple.
Yep.
So, okay, there it is. Here's the restriction. And you take that.
Exactly right there.
Exactly right
I
there.
mean, you need to really remember that. It's critical, isn't it?
Well, it really is. You should have that. Yeah, you should really have that downhand pat, that adjustment. Because I mean, you take going out on the highway now like 110 mile an hour on that tractor, and that steering's not right. You're liable to get a shimmy in the front wheel.
Wow. You got her opened up, eh?
Oh yeah, foot to the floor, foot 2 feet beyond the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm liking the yellow.
Yeah, the yellow's kind of cute, isn't it?
Yeah, it is kind of cute.
Got a cutesy look to it.
Yeah, it does.
So, guy comes up one day and says, "What are you at?" "Well, I'm cleaning my boots." Yeah, so I kind of got that custom. Somebody say, "What kind of BX is that? I got the yellow boots." "Oh, she's the off-road model."
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, her boots are different.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She's the ZAD 25D model because GM had the ZAD 71. Well, she's the ZAD 25D model. Yeah. She's the extreme model.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's how it looks. And
Smurfy.
so you got to screw this on first. Well, we might as well go over and do it. Well, I'll do it with my glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, over here, I'd say. Yeah. Okay, folks. Oh, here you are. Wonder why I bought a milling machine. So, we'll put them on again. And of course, what's going to happen now is when we go to screw it on, the vice grips will flip over the other way automatically. There's not much peace here, eh? We get an hour's break.
Yeah.
You say, take it easy. You worked till 9 o'clock last night. We'll go at this.
I know.
Yeah. Lots of time to rest when they close my lid.
Oh my.
Yeah, that's when I'll get lots of rest in.
Lots of rest.
My luck, you'll be out with tobacco digging me up. Get up. You've rested enough. Okay. There you go. Don't have to be real tight. Now, boy, that looks so cute.
Isn't it ever? It really is cute.
Yeah. I can tell you by the feel of it, they feel like a really good product.
Good. That's one side done.
Well, you should always use a new cotter pin. You should.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put it a little tighter than Mr. Kubota put it.
Extra grunt.
Yeah, well, yeah, grunt, not a grunt and a half. Grunt and a half's over torque.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to get the specs out in the shop manual will do that. I'll put some on just a little bit better than hand tight.
Yeah, like
Hand tight and then a half turn, you know?
Yeah.
That type of thing. Because it is what it is. So hopefully,
the cotter pin.
new cotter pin. New cotter pin. Oh my sonny boy.
Sweet.
Oh my gosh, my gosh, my gosh.
Is it any better at spoil?
I'm telling you. Yeah. PX with new boots. Yeah.
It's gonna be faster now.
Oh yeah. I'll get these on. I'm going to put it on the dyno. See if I can increase my horsepower.
Yeah, test it out.
So what we have to do now, folks, is do the same thing on the other side, and we'll be right back. Okay, folks, on this side, we did it a little different than that side, because I wanted to make a comparison. This side, believe it or not, is a little more difficult to get the inner tie rod end off, because as you're unwinding it here, it's also unwinding on the other side.
Yeah,
So,
it was challenging.
well, you know, just like I've done, and put it to you this way: if you're only changing the boot, I think what I would do is I would probably leave the inner tie rod ends on and just take off the outer tie rod ends. I just did this one here in literally 5 minutes,
Oh yeah.
so it was no big deal. I did the same thing, I cleaned it up. And of course now we're getting back into, and I had no trouble winding the spring. What happens with winding the clip on, what you should do is when you do each side, if you're going to leave the inner tie rod end on, cut your steering, if you're working on this side, cut your steering right over to the left, and it's right out here in the open, and it's almost as good as a vise
Yeah.
because it's being held for you.
Yeah, true.
And I wrapped that around, no trouble, eh?
No trouble at all.
And the hard pin there to get, the hard clip to put on there, I'm doing them fairly quick.
Yeah.
On my
I know.
fourth one,
It's amazing.
I think I got it all figured out. So it's doable. The boot itself is at least twice as thick as the Kubota one. So I'm kind of really pleased with the quality of it. And of course, you have to remember to take your measurement before you take anything off. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. Don't want want to skip that step.
You don't want to skip that step because that's gonna create a bit more work than you really need to do. And you tighten it up. Now you might want to wind your steering in just a little bit. A little bit. And you put your nut on. What I'll do, folks, is at the end of the video, I'll put the torque spec for that nut into I'll tell you what I'll do, I'll put it in the description of the video. So for anybody, the purist that's out there, because really some people don't have, like I'm at this all day long working on stuff.
Right, so you're used to the feel of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that makes a lot of
Yeah.
difference.
Now, you know, technically you should always torque everything. But when you're on a big job, I'm going to tell you something, there's nobody torques. Look, I used to rebuild transmissions at the dealership. And I would say out of 500 steps, there was only probably 3 or 4 items that I torqued. They were essential to be torqued. This here, well, I guess you got to know your own capabilities and what you're comfortable with.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Well, I mean, when you can basically take it off and it's finger tight, you shouldn't over torque it. So I'm going to put a fresh cotter pin in there and we'll sew it up. There it is.
Yeah, that was a success.
Yeah. Hey, it kind of matches the dipstick too.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Mm-hmm.
So, let's see how this works out. I'm very, very hopeful with this. I'm almost certain that these people assured me that these boots will not crack. The only way they're going to crack is if something hits them and you tear them up. Well, I mean, you know, something would hit the hood and tear it off.
Right.
So, so we went with yellow.
Yes.
Probably the only BX in the world right now with yellow boots.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So I hope you enjoyed this little video. Like I said, I'll put the torque specs for the outer tie rod end nut in the description. And of course, you know, I'm better off putting it in the video because nobody's going to watch all the video, and they're not going to hear me say that it's in the video description.
Then you'll be asked.
Then I'll be asked. Then I can say, read the description. That's what happens, see, when people don't watch the full video with this stuff. They miss one little step.
Yep. Something
is not right. So you do this stuff and you do it your own risk. And if you're going to jack it up, use a jack stand.
Good.
By all means. So be careful. So folks, I hope you enjoyed that. At least I got a chance to show you this today. And of course, this won't be uploaded till tomorrow. So we try to do it every 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be Wednesday
Wednesday
night, yeah. And we'll see you in the next video, folks. So you guys take care. And thanks for watching. Thanks for your subs. Thanks for your comments. And we appreciate you taking the time to watch any of our videos.
Absolutely.
And hopefully we can stay at it for a little longer. We don't know yet.
Nope.
We'll see you next video, folks. Take care. God bless.